I remember back in like '06, '07 when I finally got access to fast internet. Because growing up in the country, it was all just dial-up, and you weren't getting any kind of music hardly with that unless you had like DSL. And thankfully, I had a friend that had DSL, so I was able to discover different styles of music. But finally discovering metal and having access to fast music, I was blown away by the different styles that actually existed. And I remember searching on YouTube when YouTube was getting very popular, metal breakdowns. That was it. That's all I searched. And I found multitudes of videos of people who had posted their favorite breakdowns in metal. So I thought, I'll go ahead and do one of my own. And as you can see by the title, it's my top 10 breakdowns. So I'm just going to roll with it and see what you guys think. If you like what you hear, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with something I put on here, let me know in the comments. And I will say all the songs that I've chose are within the last 10 years because music has just gotten super heavy with all these down tunings and octave drop pedals that the guitarists use these days. So, all right, my number 10 is actually a band from Australia. I remember sitting in my apartment, hearing this song for the first time and just thinking it was incredible. And it is actually another one of these bands that have transitioned from like very heavy to more of the like metalcore side of stuff. But this song blew my mind, and the breakdown was just, I don't know, earth-shattering to me. It's, now that I hear it, it's still pretty heavy, but it's not as heavy as I thought, but I'm still going to put it on the list. It is Make Them Suffer with Never Bloom. Just like a All right, so number 9 is also another band from Australia. I remember finding these guys, you know what? I think this was around the same time that I found Make Them Suffer. But this band blew my mind. They've changed singers since then, but I'm still super impressed with this breakdown specifically. And it is number 9, North Lane with Quantum Flux. That is, my friend, a freaking jam. I remember just headbanging like crazy. I actually hurt my neck, pulled my freaking neck muscles the first time I heard this because I headbanged so hard. I'm surprised my neighbors in my apartment didn't hate me. Well, they may have. I guess they didn't tell me. And they never called the cops on me, so I guess that's a plus. Moving right along. All right, believe it or not, number 8 is also another Australian metal band. I actually think I remember sitting in my apartment and searching for Australian metal bands, and these were all coming out of, well, obviously Australia at about the same time. And I gotta say, this song was not in 2017, 16, 15. This album was released in 2021, I think, and it happened to be my favorite album on Spotify and my top artist of that year. I don't remember the amount of hours, but this album was just on repeat all week. When I was at work, I had an earbud in, jamming this album. And I got to say, this is a very cool, like, ambient breakdown, but this is Savior with their song Cynical. I still go back time to time and listen to that album. It's so good. And sadly, Shantae, their female vocalist, is no longer with the band. So I really don't see them doing anything else. And if they do, it's probably not going to be very successful. Don't come at me. But moving along. So for this next band, I don't remember when I found them. And I don't know much about them except they're from Grand Rapids, Michigan. So finally moving away from the Australian bands here, we have City State with their song Into the Night. All right, so moving right along, coming in at number 6 is a band from Ephrata, I guess that's how you say it, Pennsylvania. And I saw them live back in 2012 with For Today, A Word Alive. There was another band, but I can't remember who it was. And these guys were awesome. Now, this song specifically was released 1 year ago. Okay, so this is Texas in July with False Divinity. All right, coming in at number 5 is a band from Fremont, Ohio. They are actually a Christian band. They consider themselves Aggressive Worship. So let's take a listen to this. This is a little bit of a lengthy breakdown because it just gets heavier and slower as it goes. So here we go. This is Convictions with The Price of Grace.
What happened to brothers forever? You said we'd grow old together. I'm reaching out to the heavens. Can you hear my voice? How can I live on knowing that this was your choice? I will carry your memory until the day that I die. So keep
Oh, God. And I had a chance to see these guys live and I missed it. They came about an hour south of me and I missed it. The choices we make. Okay, coming in at number 4 is also another band that I found after starting this channel. Funny little story, they say, is they draw inspiration from an eclectic array of sources, including open world role-playing game series Elder Scrolls, from which their name is derived. The musical soundscape can best be described as all killer, no filler. And I agree 100%, especially with this breakdown you're about to hear. This, my friends, is Daedric with Racing the Parallel. Her vocals combined with the heavy, low-tuned, just chaos is awesome. Like, where have these guys been? They're kind of a new band, but they waited too long to form their band. That's what happened. So let's move along. Coming in at number 3 is a band that needs no introduction. As soon as I say where they're from, you're going to know exactly who they are. And I've just realized that my top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4 are bands with female vocalists. That just shows you how insane the metal scene is right now. But coming in at number 3, we've got a band from Ukraine, or the Ukraine, however you might say it. And I'm not even going to say anything else. This is Ginger with Vortex. So heavy. Okay, coming in at number 2. And you would think that maybe this band would be number 1, because if you followed me along on this journey of reactions that I've been doing, this band is number 1 on my bucket list of bands that I want to see. And they are just running the market right now, running the metal scene, like hard to be beat. And they really don't need an intro either. And as soon as I say where they're from, you'll probably know. But this band is from Victoria, British Columbia, with the singer being from my home state, Alabama. Yes, I'm from the country, but you could probably tell by my accent. I'm not going to say anything else. This is Spiritbox with the live version of Angel Eyes, because the way that she comes into this breakdown is completely different than the studio version. So here we go. This is Angel Eyes live. She doesn't do any of that on the studio version, so that makes the live version even heavier. Why did they not do that? Maybe it was a Rise Records thing, I don't know. But Jesus Christ, that is heavy. Okay, coming in at number 1 is a band that I found as of right now, I found them yesterday. And I really don't showcase the reaction in the video because I'm trying to do realistic reactions here, not so fake. I don't showcase how much this breakdown really hit with me. And I can't believe I'm putting them first because I literally just found these guys yesterday. And I did a reaction to their video. So it's time for the upset. At number 1 is the Texas trio Gore with their song Sepsis. This breakdown comes out of nowhere, and I really wished I would have showcased it better on my reaction video. But here we go. The breakdown of Sepsis by Gore. That song is just filthy. And the visuals, I think the visuals help the breakdown too, but just the tuning, maybe it's an octave drop pedal, which matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it is, but that is just stupid. It's nasty. It's tasty. It's tasty nasty. That breakdown just, it's a banger. It's a heater. But I think I'm gonna add some honorable mentions here. Couple of bands that I've found not too long ago. One of them being from Sherman, Texas. You might know the band just from where I said they're from. But it's gonna be Kubla Khan with their song Supreme Ruler. I just love how simple this breakdown is, but it's just so heavy. And I wanted to put it on the list, but there's just so many good breakdowns, and there's so many other good breakdowns that I could make another list from. But yeah, this is Kubla Khan with Supreme Ruler.
The Supreme Ruler! Khan is king!
Oh, and it's just so short. It's sadly so short. I love it though. God, I love it. All right, and the last honorable mention is a band that comes from El Segundo, California. I believe that's how you say it. And I found them, it hasn't been long ago, but it wasn't very recent. This was probably 21, 22. And I found them when they released their video for the song Aftermath. And that was a very emotional video. But then they released a song called Pressure Point. And the breakdown that's at the end of this song is killer. And it's The Ghost Inside with Pressure Point.
Cut you out like the legions you are. Cut. Wipe the death in the eyes. I come too far. So now I have to cut you out like the legions you are.
Oh my gosh. God. It's so freaking heavy. Oh, that one. I'm sad I didn't put that one on the list, but it's okay. But that was my top 10 breakdowns, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you hate about what I picked. There's so many good breakdowns out there. I didn't know what to pick, but bands have evolved into much heavier entities these years. The past 5 to 10 years, bands have gotten so heavy, and I'm here for it. And I will always be here for it. And thank you guys for watching. That was my top 10 breakdowns.